Well, it's alright now because anything you do, oh, baby, that's alright. Oh, baby, that's alright.
Double A, double up. Yeah. Double A, double up. The money I color up. Color up. Double A, double up. The money I color up. 2 turns of 4 turns of 8. Sleep and get paid. Rich when I wake. I bet the bank. I set the pace. Guess what I make? That's what I make. Counting pockets, that's a trending topic. You got this and you got that, but got no spending options. I keep quiet, but still get it rocking. I keep quiet with it in my pocket. I keep quiet, moving stuff for silent. Double up. The money I color up. Double up. The money I color up. I swear God been blessing me. You think you been testing me? Throw me lemons, watch lemon squeeze. Pieces been my recipe. You buy watch then bust them down. Mine is my investment piece. Heard your mixes drowning out. You need to call Trevor, please. I don't fold, I don't fear. Pearly whites, no veneers. Keep it clean, check it's clear. Water clear, P is clear. See the light, you go dear. See the light, I go near. Let me shine, watch me shine. I'ma shine, vision clear. Double up. The money I color up. Double up. The money I color up. None of my cash can flow, none of my cars are gold. Digital dash on hold. None of my cash can fold, none of my cars are gold. Digital dash on gold. Cash digital. The dash is digital. Go. Digital. Digital. The cash is digital. The dash is digital. Run it up. Digital. Stepping like Marty McFly. Stepping, I feel like the guy. I got them looking like why. I never doubted me why. I never doubted my guys. You know you in it for win. I stand on 10, you on 10. I don't have friends of a friend. Only the fan of the kin. Only my wife and my kids. That's all I needed to win. Now I only trust my true friends. Had to cut off my loose ends. You know I win if you win. You know you win if I win. I swipe that cash, don't fold. I swipe my bank on gold. Don't think that I've been dumb. I spend like I've been broke. None of my cash can fold, none of my cars are gold. Digital dash on hold. None of my cash can fold, none of my cars are gold. Digital dash on gold. Cash digital. The dash is digital. Go. Digital. Digital. The cash is digital. The dash is digital. Run it up. Digital. Living my truth, no tricks. I'm trying to feed my kids. I'm trying to keep my way. I'm trying to live my life while we get rich. Mind my biz. Money gon' come, some go. Man, if you know, you know. I've been through highs and lows. Here for the ride, I go. Slide and roll. Up and down, but I get up. The numbers crunching, no sit-ups. I grew up and got dripped up. Purple label, my get up. That's 101, not a one and done. Month to month, and there's more to come. I told Cushy, let's run it up. Now it's millions on millions. None of my cash can fold, none of my cars are gold. Digital dash on hold. None of my cash can fold, none of my cars are gold. Digital dash on gold. Cash digital. The dash is digital. Go. Digital. The cash is digital. The dash is digital. Run it up. Digital. Gotta get the cake. Okay, this this ain't what you used to. Always with the new, this ain't what you used to. I do me, do you? I do me, do you? This ain't what you used to. 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 This ain't what you. No, this ain't what you used to. Switching from the bikes to a new coupe. You know I keep some new shoes. Keep it simple, not like you. All night, get right. Know you know the price. Know you know the name, no games. I need all my money now, not playing man.
Check, 1 2 1 2.
I might fly to LA. This cold weather ain't for me. Hit the bank, round your way. What you used to? And I'm grinding to the top. I can't let it slip away, so I gotta get the pay. Okay, this ain't what you used to. Always with the new. This ain't what you used to. I do me, do you? I do me, do you? This ain't what you used to. 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 This ain't what you. Calls keep coming in. For the win, get it in. This ain't what you used to. So you get on my nerves. Trying my line, get curved. This ain't what you used to. Round, round, swerves. Everybody here knows the word. This ain't what you used to. Know you know the drill. Always paying, now I see the rail. This ain't what you used to. I get it in for my kids. Stack those chips and I get that check. Not what you used to. You see how I live. Work my biz. I'm too far from the rest. Not what you used to. Okay, this ain't what you used to. Always with the new. This ain't what you used to. I do me, do you? I do me, do you? This ain't what you used to. 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 This ain't what you.
Welcome everyone to Late Night Crypto Charts with Road Dawg. My name is Lane. We're taking a look at the markets tonight on a Saturday night. I like this green that I'm seeing here on the weekend, letting us know that, hey, even though they're not dumping Bitcoin on us over the weekend anyway, retail is starting to hold its own just a little bit here, or whoever it is out here spending money. I don't think it's all totally retail. I think there's some bigger people out there, institutionally and in just good old-fashioned whales out there doing what they do best. At this point in the market that we're at, we're seeing a little bit of a turnaround here. It's nice to see that. It's bullish. It's bullish to see us hold our weight and not be dropping like a rock on the weekend like we used to last year at this time, year before last at this time. And I'm just checking out Bitcoin here on the 6-minute time frame because, you know, I get bored and I just check it out. She's just boring, dude. She's really boring. But, you know, we lost this major area and we just been struggling to get up there and get past it. But man, we're making progress, aren't we? Everything looking nice here. But let's zoom out a little bit. It is Saturday, is the end of the week. Tomorrow is the weekly candle close. And it looks like we might get a nice little another week close out of Bitcoin, and that will help our altcoins out immensely. Some of you guys hate Bitcoin, but you know, we got to follow Bitcoin to keep up with what's going on. Personally, I love Bitcoin, so it is the purpose that I do what I do. Is to stack those sats, baby, because like Michael Saylor says, this is the A-list predator right here. Clear things up a little bit. Nice little parabolic action kind of being respected here from way back here. I like that. I likes that. As long as they don't break that line, I'm good. And local pattern that went here on the daily, if I'm just going following my trend lines, connecting all of our little dotsies. Well, we got a little megaphone here, a little bullish megaphone pattern at that. These have a 70% chance to break out to the upside if you're looking at it from that perspective. And I like that. Mostly I'm looking at this little guy right here overall on the daily. This is how I've been following Bitcoin, and I've been looking for a break-in above this trend line. And once I see that, that's my signal to go hard, fast, and heavy. That's just my little strategy and take on it. Seeing that as the market makers do what they love to do and drive prices, get us all scared, you know, right before a nice weekend and leave us hanging and kind of see, well, what's happening on the weekend. I think they're gauging us personally. That's what I would be doing. So what you guys are up to while we're out of the game? Y'all looking bullish. So what I'm looking for personally out of Bitcoin and to give me insight into this market is for this to do what we see a lot of things doing at this point in time, and getting all these bear traps, cleaning out the market of all the heavy leverage that's in there, bumping back in here. And then we got a good shot to do what we normally do when this happens, which is to go very quickly up to the top of the previous trend line that we've been tracking. That's how this pattern works. It looks crazy when you start talking about it, when you're down at the bottom and start talking about prices of about $100,000, but that could be on the table. However, don't get too antsy just yet. I am also monitoring this trend line. It's got a little wiggle room. I didn't take it to the wicks. I've taken it from a wick to a candle body there. This is also the angle that we were at right here. That's why I'm paying special importance to that. And that's giving me a target that we might find some more serious rejection at around 78,000. So those are the kind of the things that I'm looking at right now as we watch Bitcoin just look like she might be trying to work a little miracle over this weekend. Now, I don't know what Monday will be like because it's usually a fake day anyway, but it looks kind of interesting that we're probably going to get this little bounce up here. If we start closing some candles up here, it's like on the 4 hour, 6 hour, whatever smaller time frame. Good sign that that's going to stick, and that we're going to see 71,000 again up in this area, test it, and more than likely bust through it. So as Monday and Tuesday come, I'm looking at these areas around 71, 72 and see how we get treated. Because, you know, who knows what they're thinking about doing. Maybe they want to, what kind of mind games they got planned. Maybe they want to dump us all the way back down here and screw us up for a week. But the bigger time frames are looking good, or monthly or weekly. It was only this 3-day time frame that was really giving us a sign that, hey man, you need to look at some things, man, because I'm doing some stuff. So 3-day MACD got the bearish cross, and it's worth paying attention to, but already I see just a little bit of something going on right here, changing this trajectory a little bit. So we'll keep an eye on this. Come down to the daily, we can see that she's trying to curve up bullishly here. There's even a divergence right there on the MACD itself. Look at that. So it's interesting. What we don't want to see is rejection here. Rejection here will bring us down to those lower prices that, you know, everybody's been kind of looking at. 65,000, 60,000, maybe 58. It can happen if we get rejected here, but if we break back in, oh man, I expect something big. I expect a bigger move this week out of Bitcoin, which will also reflect on our altcoins more than likely. Let's come over and check out our total free market cap over here. And we're looking at scenarios. If we lost this, well, that's not good. We would be taking a beating in our altcoins and don't want to see that happen. And we have it. And actually, we came up and made a higher high on total 3. So that's a good sign that we are actually doing our little bottoming thing here. And as long as we can continue this and upward trend, altcoins are making a little bit of a bounce back until we come back into these resistance areas. This is, you know, about $30 more billion coming in to pump our bags. And then, you know, they got to figure out, well, are we going to stay or we want to sell? So it's starting to look like altcoins are starting to shape up a little bit for us. I would just cautiously, you know, keep your eye on Bitcoin dominance, because as it goes up, that does affect our altcoins usually negatively. If they do go up, they don't go up as much as they would, anywhere near as much as they would as if Bitcoin dominance was working its way down. When Bitcoin dominance is coming down, we are usually really, really good for altcoins. That's an indication of altcoin season when we get a nice rejection there. Shout out to everybody who's hanging out with me tonight. Thank you guys for being here. Dave P, shout out to Dave P. Dave P introduced me to Bum Me Out. Book of Me Al last night, and we did a live trade on the stream there, and I'm still in that little guy. But it seems to be a popular move. A lot of other people have been talking about that one today, so Dave P, man, I think you deserve a round of applause. Bringing us a nice one. I saw that chart and I just couldn't help it, man. I just had to take a look. Just happened to see it in the chat for a request, and we looked, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, she had already broken out of this. Oh, where was it? I don't know. She was going bullish. I didn't get in, I think, until around here, but I think we were looking at it here, and maybe it continued up or something. I don't know. I can't remember. I just remember that we were looking at. Gosh darn it. No, it was down here. It was here. Good Lord, yes, it was down here. It's before the breakout. And then when I saw it hit this across this line, I had to if I want to win more. So yeah, we were looking for it to go back up to this line, and as soon as it got past that previous high, we got down to watching it on the minutes and everything, and waiting for it to clear, and jumped in, put more in there. And so since about 3.5 cents, and currently we are at 5 cents after it almost hit, not quite a dime, but 9.3 cents. So nice come up. And honestly, I was not even watching it today. I just saw that the numbers were going up, so I thought, okay, well, it looks like it's real. And I'm not trying to scalp a meme. She's getting a nice bounce over here, so I'm going to hang on to her for a little while. I'd like to see her come back up to this, retest this 9 cent area here. I think she's going to. I will look at. I do have a limit order set there on Jupiter to take some little profit. I'll be moonbagging this little guy and just see what the rest of it can do. Get my Solana back out of it, and then seeing what this little guy can do. So shout out, Dave. We're getting a Gem Finder award. I was like, her one. But a lot of people got freaked out thinking that it's going to be a head and shoulders, which did not complete a neckline or anything. I like to drag this little trend line that we started with, just keep on taking that little baby over, because it's kind of being important right now as we speak, because we broke back below that original trend line that's when I got in. And retesting that guy said, need to see you break back above that, baby, or we're still back on this same little thing. I mean, then we're going to be playing with this channel again, and I don't want to play with that channel anymore. So if Book of Meme does get rejected here, it does look like she is, there might be a chance to pick some up somewhere around 6.2 cents. Well, that could happen, but I've got my order set right over here at 9. See how she does. What I'd like to see is for her to bounce back up here and hopefully make a higher high, come back and retest this area, and then start shooting toward this target and hopefully get above, because we do have, if you do kind of zoom out, I know it's crazy, right? Look at one of these. Sounds crazy. Until that one day, when price touches the top of this trend line, you're like, gosh dang it, man. Wow. Oh, I could have seen that coming.
Hey, you lit.
Bottom of the trend line. That's how you see it coming. That's where I like to buy, man. I like to get my patterns, and I like to buy the bottom of the patterns. It gives me a better risk to reward ratios at these bottoms of patterns. Let me get out if things go sour. But you catch the bottoms, and then, oh man. Let's say you can't nail the bottoms, but if you're using the pattern, you can get, you got to get the absolute bottoms, although you've got some special Fibby friends, they can help you. Help me. I bought 15.5. I did. But I like to get I like to, when I have a big pattern like this, I like to look for other little patterns around the bottom. I don't give a crap what's going on in the middle, man. I like booking MAME. I am a degen. Litecoin's up to $105. Did you guys see that coming? We talked about Ordi last night, and I was talking about how I de-risked on it, and here it did flip around backwards. I still got my Ordi bag. I just only have half of it. And this is the half that's got to make up for the other half, baby. Take a look at Ordi really quickly here. What are you doing, Ordi? You just flipped on us bullishly, all nicely. I like it when you do it. I was looking at this guy right here, not really on this time frame, it's coming down to the daily. At this trend line that we got here, seeing that it broke that and the possibilities of it retesting and even coming down lower, it's time for me to de-risk. So that's why I did what I did at this area. Still have half my bag, but my entry was down here. You know, my average entry actually turned out to be, after getting in and out or whatever, about 55. So that was the right move for me. And then if she comes up and goes above 88 and looks like she's going to do something really bullish, I can add back in. But right now she's still in danger really of still getting resistance there and maybe making a lower low. So this trend line is still a big deal for me, and that's why I'm not terribly bullish. But if we see her get above it, that's hella bullish, or she can just kind of keep going on some kind of little range here, which is probably what we will kind of see, some kind of little range, maybe a little bit lower, maybe not. But this range has just kind of wore me out over time, and that's what they like to do before they do flip things and make them go extremely bullish. So just keep that in mind. Notable little areas to be aware of. We did just flip above one right here. And 85 up there might be an area to keep an eye on. Guys, if you got any requests for any coins, throw them in the chat, and that way I'll be able to see them. I'll be on the alert for that. Otherwise, we're going to go over some right after we do the news about altcoins. Your hot altcoin news. What has happened in crypto today? All right. Today in crypto. A developer on the Ordinals protocol announced that Runestone NFT holders will receive an airdrop of 3 Runes meme coins. Awesome. Thank you. Aave founder has teased that a temperature check vote on distributing fees to Aave stakers could come as soon as next week. Makes me think I need to go stake my Aave. Star Atlas has unveiled gameplay footage of the Surge game mode, set to launch on April 20th. Bioconomy team is likely planning an airdrop for Bico stakers, according to Axel Bitblaze69. EtherFi has announced the launch of a second liquidity vault, or liquid vault, a USD market neutral strategy next week. Netmind Power has announced the upcoming release of an inference platform and a fiat payment option for GPU rental next week. And news for Prime, the DAUs are hitting their all-time high. Shilling Prime. You're starting to get into acronyms, I just don't know what they are. And Woo has teased an airdrop announcement for April 8th. There we go with what has happened today in crypto.
For those of you that have been hitting that like button, I should say thank you. Thank you very much.
While we are on here on Ordi, still in the daily chart, I did want to point this out that the MACD looks kind of happy right now. So nice little look there. It looks like this move will continue and probably retest this trend line up at about $81, $82. Again, I'm looking for see if it breaks above that, and if it does, I want to be in on that ride. Let's take a look at Casper real quick because people are feeling talking about her right now. She's got finally got a little bounce off this trend line. She's headed toward the angels like we told her to do, getting away from the devil. Told her the devil is just bad news, Casper. You don't need to be hanging around with the devil. I'm so glad that she finally took our advice. Sometimes you just have to have a talking with these coins. If you got a coin that needs a talking to, they call me the coin whisperer.
No, they don't. You just say that. Shh.
Shh. Shh. And I'll be happy to whisper at any coin. Give them that talking to, so that they turn around, go the right direction. You're welcome.
You suck, narcissistic motherfucker.
Trend line right there, man. Breakout. I used to have something called volume on here. Did I erase that? I like to have it around. Volume. Sometimes I erase these things. I like to look for volume spikes on breakouts. If I don't see that, it makes me think, well, there's just not very much behind this move, and it will probably just flip-flop and come on back down. If you get some volume on it, it's got a higher chance of sticking. So they say. This is a short-term time frame. If you want to take this on baby up, there might be still a little bit more work to do for an official breakout for that counts. That counts. I believe that counts. If you're going to be a stick in the mud, you draw your line there. Looking good. She's heading to the angels, man. You got to measure move from this little guy if you want to consider it a little guy. Depending on how you are looking at this guy. Basically, we're headed back up to the top of the channel, which is going to be, oh my gosh, at the top of the channel over here about 22.5 cents.
Fly to the angels, baby. Fly to the angels. Go to the angels, Casper.
Not so worried about that trend line anymore. Going to get him out of the way. I'm on the 4-hour time frame, and we're looking over. Let's get this out of the way. Any retest, yeah, 13.6 could come back into the picture if we get rejected. I would like to draw your attention, please, to this 360 moving average. It's not used by many people, but it does seem to have some play in this market. So I pay attention to it because it really defined this area right here over here for support. Might it be some resistance here? Yeah, it probably will be. So we're getting resistance there right now. It's kind of bearish really when the 200 crosses negatively over the 300, but it'll come back around. Our other ones are saying, oh yeah, it's okay. Cat's been going through some things right now. That's all. Just, you know, a little up one day, down another, you know, a little, she's working out some baggage, man. She's got some things on her mind, but everything will be okay. It looks like we're forming a nice little bottoming pattern here at this level. It's not yet confirmed, but if it ever does, that might be a nice little Adam and Eve double bottom, which has a very interesting measure move in itself. If you draw a little neckline across there, I did it, didn't I? I called it a neckline. If you draw a belt line across there, because we're talking about bottoms, right? Unless your head is sitting right on top of your ass belly button.
He gets really anal about this belt line.
$0.20 for a measure move for an Adam and Eve. Got a measure move up at 20 cents there from another pattern. So we're getting a little bit of overlapping confluence, it looks like. So I like that, Casper. Let's back this little baby up, clean the screen up a little bit. Don't want to erase my angel though. Keep the angels there. She's there for good luck.
Fly to the angels.
Take a look at Mew. Cat in a dog's world. Four-hour chart is Not noisy enough, believe it or not. So we're going to the 1 hour chart here. She got up to 0.0092, dropped all the way down to 0.00394-ish. Nice little support resistance area right here that we're flipping over. My guess is that that's also will line up nicely with the big fib level right here. Well,
I guess you was wrong about that, wouldn't you?
I guess that I was. But dude, look at how that little fib line right there nails those little bottoms right there. I like that. This is still a support resistance area, regardless of whether a fib lines up with it or not. Worth noting, because we got candle bottoms and candle tops, and if we can stay above it, I'm kind of cool with it. Still, this little target right here just looks nice and juicy at 0.0072 cents for mu. But if you're looking for the bigger play on this one, then we're looking at a penny. 1.07 cents is what I'm coming up with a possibility to hit up at 0.0113. So if you want the ballsy move, the one that could actually, you know, make a little bit more, let's say you were lucky enough to get in at 0.005, say if you're already in, instead of just hitting the buy button right now, because there's probably somebody out there hitting that buy button right now. That's okay. At some point, you will control that degen a little better. But you're in a good part of the market where it's a little bit more forgiving anyway. Still not the wisest move to make. 105% move, letting you moonbag this little sucker. If that's your strategy. If not, you take the money and run, baby. Hell no, I'm going to hold. It's going to replace Bitcoin. Don't be that guy. Elastos is doing nicely today. She's got a little pump up from this $3.90 area. Reclaimed her 200 moving average here. Lost it. Oh, she was riding it really nice here on the 1 hour, right? Lost it, regained it, and said, see you later, sucker. That's what you always want to look for. Regaining lost ground, man, is usually a bullish thing, especially in this part of the market. It can lead to some nice moves to the upside. Well, if we look at Elastos, swing low to swing high. Just came down to a 786. Perfect. Oh, textbook. Nailed it.
Lovely.
Tell me if fibs don't work, people. I'm just not going to listen to you. And now we see we're getting rejected at the 382. Bouncing off this 236. We're going to aim for this 618 and a little bonus target up here at our main target, the 618 Fibonacci at $5.32. With a bonus target coming in at our 786, because we, you didn't sell it all here, did you? Bonus target is $5.71. It looks as though we do have a measured move up here from something. I don't see how I got it. And a Fibonacci. Huh. This target right there, 709, looks very interesting, as well as 684. So, I like, or 680, yeah, 684. I like that one. I like that one a lot. However, it doesn't stop there, baby. We can keep on going. Targets. When I use this method to find targets, and we'll see that on some of the charts that we will run into in a few minutes. I love using the fibs for the targets, and you'll notice that when they get hit, even if, they end up going through it, what you normally see is it ends up being a support resistance flip area. That's just really cool. So even if they do, a lot of them are geared for areas that we need to get a pullback, or there could be reversal areas. That's what most of these fib targets will be. But if we do find that maybe we go back, retest, and break up above, and then it flips them as support, and then there can be even bigger moves coming. So just a little more clarity on the techniques I'm using here. Guys, I am going to do, I was working on a graphic on it, but I haven't got it all up there. We got that. But I'm going to do, I'm going to revive the chart school and make that available as a members only stream. I just haven't figured out exactly, but it'll probably be like a one session, and it could be like a 2-hour stream or something like that. I don't know. We'll just have to see how it goes. But I'll be going over the basic fundamentals of trading, you know, horizontal resistance, and, you know, the indicators that you know, the basic stuff just up through there, and then how we're using them, and just going through step by step. And so if you want to be a member of the channel, or you already are, because there's free memberships being given out all the time. Thank you. It lays there, I think. We have a beautiful subscriber from Ireland that likes to just give away, and then we also got oh my God, are you going brain dead? My brain's not working. Haven. I don't know. Sometimes I don't know. Sometimes you'll see people just give them out, and so you might get lucky that way too. But it's only, that's like, I think it's what, $3. But I just want to do something for the people supporting the channel that way, and I figured this would be a good start. This will eventually evolve just like an AMA type thing, and then I will take some of this information and assemble it into a course that I'll put into one of the higher tiers on the member area, but nothing crazy, and even maybe do something there. It's kind of what I'm thinking, if it goes that way. If not, if we're just kind of cool with sitting out and screening through charts late at night, then I'm cool with that too. But I did want to give back because, well, you guys are giving to me, so. But it gives a chance for any of you guys who are looking for, you know, a little guidance from somebody that's been in the market for a while, and it does no longer have a day job to depend on, and kind of does this full time. And that's kind of like what you'd like to do. I can give you pointers on how I got here, and just show you what I've learned along the way. And you can ask questions. I don't know. Maybe it'll fly, maybe it won't. We'll see. Demetra. This one wore me down, and I cut her off as being one of my, you know, slow horses. I didn't go by my rule. I broke that rule. Every time I break that rule, man, I have a rule I made. Don't, especially in accumulation, especially during the accumulation phase. If you're going to get out of a project, don't get out of all of it. Just sell half of it. And every time that I violate that rule, it always bites me in the butt. So I put what I had in the meter into something that would move faster, and it started moving. But then the meter decides, well, I'm just going to wake up from my 21-year nap and come up here and just do an amazing amount of X's because you just so dumbass. So now you want to do a 4X. Yeah, now you do. I mean, I rode with you all this time. Rode with you all that you wore me down is what you did. So even being in this game for a while, I mean, the psychology, it's all psychology. It can still get to you. So rules in place help out a lot. I found that. So I try to make rules like that to go by. And yeah, it's not perfect every time, but it has saved me more than it has not. I have caught myself several times. Nope. I'm going to just sell half, and always glad that I do that. There could be a crazy move out of Demetra. I know. She looks like she's got a nice little flag formation that might be a pop in here. Let's put this here where she might be, where she is breaking out. Put it at the bottom-y there area. And it's telling us that we might be looking at 36 cents out of the, really? For real? I've not kept up with the project later. I don't know what kind of new developments that they got, but hopefully, you know, looks like it was something. At the time, I just thought, well, that looks like an idea that's just way before its time. And it still may be, but with the DPIN coming out of the networks and we got that narrative popping off, this is going to be considered like a kind of in that category. So she can do good. I just salty. That's all. It does have a nice trend line right there, meaning that we're probably in a nice little channel, and I'm going to call it this at the moment until we kind of figure out if we need to move it up to that wick. Right now we got some touches there. I need at least 2 touches on one side and 3 touch areas on the other to make this a valid channel, and that's valid. I don't care. You cannot say it's not valid by those rules of pattern trading. 2 touches on one side, 3 on the other to make it valid. If you don't have it, it ain't real. Hey, there's Haven. Haven gifted a membership. So, yay! Thank you so much, Haven. Justin Crispo says that Caspa is our second chance. Caspa, yeah, I believe so too. I like Caspa. I like Caspa a lot. People started getting greedy with the developers and all this and all the angles of how to come in on crypto and just got away from those fair launches. And that's what it's all. That's the most valuable thing. And then if they can do that and they put smart contracts on that, do what Ethereum couldn't do, basically. And maybe even do what Bitcoin couldn't do. I don't know. I'm not saying it's going to surpass Bitcoin, but yeah, I think I think that's the best one out there. My personal opinion on it. So I've got 2 little bitty Caspa miners mining away, and they make less and less each week it seems, but it's still something and more than electricity going into them. But I think I've already worked out Caspa, just according to the charts, how far I can see it go, right? There's not a limit on it at all. But I can chart out to up to about 60 cents so far. That could be possible. They could work up to. It's just going to be a little slow because there's so many coins out there. There are. But as it gets listed on more and more exchanges, and then again, as more development goes on there and an ecosystem, and they got to get a stable coin over it. So there's a lot of room to grow, and this will take cycles to get probably fully implemented. I'm curious to see how much that they can do this cycle. But yeah, I think this is going to be one to really, really keep your eye on. And she's at such a good price, even at 12 cents. I mean, we saw her go up to 18, right? 19. Yeah, she's going back there. But I mean, we get the same feelings that we had back here. I did. I was looking at Caspa, and I saw how good it was, but I'm looking, okay, I'll put $500 in it or something like that. And seeing it go up and doing everything, it was like half a penny, and it comes up to 4 cents and levels out through here, right? And so I'm sitting here making videos and watching it, and this rising wedge saying, it's going to blast off. She's going to blast off. Buying a little on the lows here, building my bag, but if I was smart, I would just been accumulating all through there, and I was like, nah, I'm good. I didn't realize it didn't sink in, like, okay. And then she popped off to 15. I'm like, yeah, baby, woo, we nailed it. Coming back down here, and I'm still like, I think I need to start stacking up on this one. I can see she's going to be a slow mover, lots of accumulation, and then some big pops, what I think. And so these slow times when she gets boring and doesn't do anything and just keeps like she's just dragging down and down, and who knows, she might still even find a way to come back to 8 cents. I'm not ruling that out. I'm not trying to wish it on it, but I mean, could. Buy, mine, whatever. Just trying to stack that up. So yeah, I'm using a strategy over on spot margin strategy. It lets me do Caspa. I think it's about 5x, but it's not like perpetuals. I control it a lot better, but I've already doubled my bag over there from what I put over there. It's almost close to the size of my real Caspa bag. So maybe I can end up doubling my original Caspa bag. That's one of the strategies I'm going to go over with the on the member streams is some stuff like that, because I didn't want to bore people. It may bore people on the live streams. A lot of people want to come to this just to kind of screen through coins, I believe, and I'm cool with that. That's what I used to like to watch people do. Dog whip hat. We didn't look at that, did we? I think we did. You suck, Road Dawg. You just don't remember what the hell you do. I don't know. Did we look at Dog with Hat? Well, we're looking at it again. I don't think we did. I'm on a small time frame. Dog with Hat again. Starting to be one of my most favorite patterns right now because they're just awesome. This one didn't quite make it up there, so that's a sign. That's a sign that she's losing steam right there. So in that instance, I'm just going to take a secondary trend line right here because we're probably turned into a channel, truth be told. And now, and see, it's a little bit more, you know, in line with our angles here. We could probably get anal about it and everything, and find that channel. But that's how I kind of look at these when they start losing steam. But it doesn't mean that it can't pick back up. So, well, the biggest thing is she just respects this trend line and wants to bounce off of it. And here, just like she lost steam going up to it, she lost steam coming back down to it. And that's a bullish sign. Didn't even come down and touch the 100 moving average. Well, and she's above the 9. So there's some good signs of whiff starting to do a little turnaround there. She bounced off the 618 perfectly from this swing. Oh, nice. Yeah. So Whiffy, we'd be looking for ahead to this target here about 593. I got that through my fib, but you can also get that through a measured move. If you want to take swing high, the swing low. And then you take this and then you put it right on top of that 618 Fibonacci where we just bounced, baby, and it will take you right up to the measured move right here, 593. 2 ways to get the same target right there. Take your pick, ladies and gentlemen. Chili's getting a little bounce up. She was sitting under 12 cents. Where was she? I think I got in somewhere around 12, and I think she went up to 14. I don't want perpetuals. I'm trying to find a good chart here. A spot, preferably. This is against the dollar. That's against, I guess we can go with that. I know I've got you charted out here somewhere, but that's fine. Chile is nice rounded shape there right now. So let's look at Chile's overall, man. Think about it. It's where she was last time, right? And she was under 2 cents, and she got up as high, spiked up there to 92 cents. Now, Chili's is one of those sports league things. It's football for the rest of the world, soccer if you're here in the US, really big with Chili's. They go hand in hand. They got soccer team. I'm not the one to explain it all about it because I'm just not a big sports person myself, but sports are huge, and soccer is huge, and when this stuff pumps, man, and those soccer team coins, they pump. They're good. They make some good trading. So we got a little bit of a falling wedge thing with the breakout. Got some volume here with the breakouts, so that gives me some hope. Here on the weekly, which is the bigger time frame, we're fighting with the 200 moving average, but look, we're in the middle of a red Ichimoku cloud with a little sliver of green, which I take as a good omen that, something about to happen. It's very true that we can get a bigger pullback with Chili's, maybe coming back as far as 9.6 cents. That could happen. However, what I'm kind of seeing, just from what I see, when I can buy my trend lines with my Fibonacci's, I get a little compromised position that tells me that maybe we want to come back to 12 cents. I think I can go with that. That would be a retest of this trend line and breakout that we just had, and it makes perfect sense. So 2 little areas that might be on the radar to maybe pick up some Chili's before she starts working toward a nice bigger target. Now, I'm just going to take a conservative measure move from top to bottom of the pattern itself. Put that at the breakout area and that measure move along. Will take us up to 54 cents. That measure move from where we are right now for the FOMOers out there is 281% gains. I like that. We'll take the big boy measure move from high all the way down to low here. Put that there, and your hopium target is going to be 92 cents. Yeah, we'll just give an extra one to the flavor of Thomas Bukowski and how he calculates the measured move with the multiplier, just to give us something a little extra just to kind of gauge. I like to experiment with different things like that, as long as I label them and explain it, and then we see, we test it. Because the thing in crypto is to verify, don't trust. And that goes with anything that you watch on YouTube. Whatever we say, whatever you see us do, whatever we claim, 68% to the upside. Verify. Don't just trust it, verify it. Well, if journalists were still doing that, it'd still be a notable profession, wouldn't it? Possible. Adam and Eve there. If we get confirmation up to 30 cents, and that would take us right up here to this area too. So there's some confidence there in our measure moves. Looking interesting. Chili's on the radar. Percentages, not bad. 240, 280, on up to about 500%. Oh, likes it, likes it, likes it. Justin says orange will be huge. Let's take a look at orange. How's she doing lately? Say it'd be huge. I looked into it. I thought it was more of a wallet project. I may not have looked into it deep enough. And I mean, well, you did a video on it. And my memory sucks, but somehow I was thinking it was more of a wallet type project. The wallets, don't get me wrong, the wallets are going to be key in this whole Web3 thing, and you're going to see some wallets. If the ones that are going to move in the right direction, you're going to be able to trade on your wallets. You can already trade on a lot of wallets. And I think they're going to offer a lot more. So yeah, I'm just not sure exactly the roadmap that Orange was taking on it though. So orange here, we got a trend line that we're playing with. Let's tighten this up and see what we can figure out. After I tighten this little guy up, we are back in the trend line. We can close a candle here. Let's go to a 4 hour. If this 4 hour can close and then open another 4 hour candle here, I think you're in for something bullish, and at least come back up to this area 76 cents, but should blast past it and should head toward 88. And eventually, since we've got this trend line here in that angle and respects it up here, we're in a channel, and that's where we could be seeing these targets maybe up to 128. So yeah, she can do some damage. These are some more important areas over here at 88 cents, or that it can probably get a bigger reversal, pullback, I guess, and probably come back and retest these 76, 78 areas. So that might be a nice place. Take profit at 89, 99, that area, and then try to buy back more, or whatever your strategy is. But those are some good take profit areas to consider in your strategy. And then whatever we get up here at the top of the trend line. And she may blast for it like that or move up there slowly, but technically she's, no, she's not. I'm picky about calling cup and handles, and she brought down too low, but she did bounce off of this in a bear trap. That's a good sign. Blasting to the upside. To the upside. There's Rising Sun. How's it going, Rising Sun? I don't think we looked at Arrow, did we? This one's looking kind of interesting. Arrow Chain. Or Aerodrome, I'm sorry, Aerodrome. They got it over in Coinbase, and KuCoin's got a chart. They would have a better chart, I believe. Or maybe not. Oh, no, because you started with Base. Base would have the best chart. Sure. Stupid. The Base coin. Well, since it's already beat all my targets down here that we had at 13 cents. Gosh darn it, I guess we gotta clear all this stuff out. Wait a minute. Jeez, Aerodrome. Do we have a Lambo yet? I don't think I bought into it back there. Dummy. I just found a bag of fetch that I bought back last November. I kept thinking, man, I thought I had more fetch. I thought I had. I finally found it. Lucky me, man. I had it staking. I was like, all right. I did something smart. So I like it when stuff like that happens. I like it when you find crypto that you forgot about. If you buy too much, if you're in too many projects, that's what happens. It's not. If there's anything that I need to work on most, it's to not get so into so many projects. Though that is one of my downfalls that I am working on. You got to know your weaknesses, and that's one of mine. So I have to cage my degen and put him into a little bitty account. And he likes to run out of stablecoin real quick. That's his problem. He runs out of stablecoin. My degen runs out of stablecoin real quick, and then he can't really take advantage of all the good deals out there. Luckily, the smart me is planning ahead. You know, have to look out after him like a little kid. So nice. It's a 618, I bet, right? Swing low to swing high. No, you're at 50%. We went Charles Dow on you. All right. Still a chance she can drop down here to the 618, and that would be a beautiful bounce off the bottom of this channel. But if she don't want to, and she wants to bounce off the 50, I'm not going to be mad at her. I think that's pretty good at $1.42. Let's see if we can get another target here. It would be,
Nice!
Oh, you know I'm going to get it. Well, look at you. I like Confluence. I like it when Confluence just comes out so beautiful. I'm going with these guys. I'm going with 237. I know it seems crazy right now. Until that one day when you're like, oh my God, it's a 237. And I like 292, 262, 230. I'd say 237 is 234. I like 234. In order for this to ever happen, though, we got to see something very bullish out of this, which involves it doing what it did over here and break out of this freaking trend line, take it from being that into being less, and then we can do it. So first thing I'm going to do is give it permission. I'm going to make this a dashed line so the price can wiggle through there. I don't want to put any obstacles in your way, Arrow. Just go right through there. You shall pass. Let's go do it, baby. Arrow! CKB. Look at that one. Look at that one. We got CKB.
Woo! All right. Woo! All right. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, baby. Yeah, throw it down on you.
CKB, she broke this. That's going to be a headache. It's going to be a headache. So I look for this trend line to give you some resistance. Pin it to these little tops there, and it might be a little bit more precise. However, break back above it, it's going to be bullish as all get out, but there's no guarantees that ever happens. It could, but a lot of times we'll go in a different trajectory. Next target for CKB I'll be looking for would be here with a possibility to come up just a wee bit higher, maybe 30, 32 cents, top of the trend line. Look for some rejection there. If you get lucky, maybe she'll just ride it underneath here and pop out at 3.5 cents. I'm sorry, 2.8, 3.2 cents, 3.5. Might be on the radar for it. Did get a nice little bounce here at this little area. Well, let's let me do just one other thing here. You know, that's crazy as it seems. If she decides to go freaking bullish, or if she gets rejected and she doesn't come back down below this low here. Oh, wow. For real, for real. You don't even have it turned on here. Okay, Confluence right there. There's our target right here. That is it, 32. I just got my added little Confluence. I'm looking for this to be the major target. Sabuma. I mean, so that she'll get resisted from. I'm looking for that one to actually hit. So 28, yeah, it could be a take profit target, but I'm looking for 32. Alrighty, so CKB, she's doing good today though. Nice little move from 1.6 cent up to 2.6. So right now she's up from this bottom area 58%. So you guys in it. Congratulations. You got a little come up today. If you've been riding this, waiting for the little flag out and stuff. And a lot of people will be looking at it that way. They're not following this particular thing. I've just learned to do it. And there's nothing wrong with doing it this way either. It's just that this little line is just going to be a hiccup. And if you're not thinking about that and you're expecting, you're out here saying, we'll just do it what they do on TV and it's on the upside. And you got a plan out for that. And you might be disappointed when you get, why did she come back? Why didn't this work out? Well, you got a trend line right there, baby. It's a little hiccup. So it's got to come back and start wiggling around. They'll just put a little damper on this on the upside. Take a look at Dogecoin. I'm still waiting for 23.8 cents to come out of Doge. Looks like she's going to head back up and retest that little target we had at 20 cents this area, but she's already been hit there. Let's go ahead and move that out of the way. identify our channel here. Well, I just don't have enough touches there, do I? And I don't want to cut through candles, but I guess I have to right there. Also got 28 cents on the radar here for Doge. It looks nice. Higher highs, higher lows. What more can you ask for from Doge? You zoom out on the daily with Doge. That's when it gets interesting. I like 28, 31 cents. 47. Don't see that one coming for a little while. SBL says H-bar. Let's check out H-bar. There we go. There's a chart. H-bar. She's just... Looks like she's already got that retest, didn't she? Yeah, we were looking for the retest. Got rejected off of this trend line here that we had, and yeah, so it's like so. Then we had the support line, which held for support. That looks like a good bounce so far. She's still got to work her way through that though. Still under the 9 moving average there, but our bigger moving averages are up. They got the momentum to keep us going up and to the right. So lost this, retested it. It spiked in, but she got rejected, and here we come to the downside from it. So we got that. Now we can take this, and I would watch that. There may be a hiccup somewhere around 11 or 12 cents on it if she charts going, you know, she gets a nice little spike up like this. She'll face some resistance there. She's got some stuff to work through, but it looks good. Higher highs, higher lows. This was a higher low from here, so she's got to work on making a higher high than 14 cents. It's just she's got some obstacles in her way right now on the daily. Not a bad thing, just sometimes they just have some bad days, you know? They got to work through some issues, and you got to turn this possible, oh my God, it's a head and shoulders. I could see, well, you could be kind of tricky on that one, how it came down. I mean, you could technically, yeah, maybe. It's kind of weird, but technically you got 3 separate little touches here to make a neckline. To kind of make a neckline. She doesn't really want to play ball over here, so she's fighting that. Trying to make it into a double bottom situation, looks like. In other words, I'm kind of seeing, you know, come up here and then see how far we come down. And maybe we just kind of do something like that. Until she gets rolling again. I would say what you need to know to see if she's going to get rolling would be the bigger time frames, and the daily kind of suggests, yeah, baby, I'm getting close to getting ready to start rolling. She's showing some good signs over here. Nice. Leading on with the 8-hour there. Just got to be patient with it. Remember, she's just now coming out of accumulation. It'll take it a while, but you don't want to get scared at this point in the game. You've done the best part. If you've been stacking this all through here, or even if you're just getting in now, yeah, I mean, this is not where you want to sell and give up on it or anything like that. This is when you want to make sure you pack this away, because moonbag it or whatever, however your strategy is, put it away, because you want to save it for when she starts coming back up to like 38 cents, right? And we're sitting at 10 cents right now. So a lot of coins are looking like this, right? And we're coming out of accumulation, and this is not the time to sell these at all. Even try to, you know, take profits and roll it into something else, or roll it back in on a dip. Even sometimes that can go against you. So, I mean, you got to, and that's why I just like the thing, you know, as we come up to these levels, peeling off just a little percentage of the overall bag or something like that seems to be a nicer strategy than trying to nail, or, you know, putting limit orders in at these areas. And then what? Lots of different ways to play this game, folks. And I don't think any two people have played exactly the same. there's one. I thought I missed one. Slinda says, what about Unify? How's it doing? She took a little hit, didn't she? But was this a trade setup? Well, that didn't work. Why would I do that? Where was this at? From here? It must have been from here. I don't. All right, so let's see what we got. I'm gonna get these lines and things off of here so we can see the chart. What is this? It's a wick. Oh my gosh, for real? We're on Binance here, so this one, a long drawn out accumulation, right? She's had some good runs though. I like this for a bottom. I don't think it's... I don't see terrible signs of it dropping down a lot. I mean, I know a lot of people are going to look at this. Oh, it's a shorter, head and shoulder. And I mean, maybe. My moving averages are telling me that it's still got enough weight to hold it up. Technically, it is a head and shoulders, though. I mean, this one's lower than that. That's something I would look for. It's a little bit on the slanted side. The only thing is, now, these are things that you want to see at a top. Not necessarily something that you need to be too worried about when you're at a bottom of a pattern. So, to me, I think it's market makers just having some fun, to be honest with you. Trying to print a candle, because they can in some... They can actually print shapes with certain algorithms. If they got the money to do it, they can do it, and they do. Really, you've got a range through here. I think we're just in a Wyckoff, I think, accumulation. Now, if you look at it from that theory, with this, there could be a spring, meaning there could be a drive down. I hate to be bad to use, but could come down and retest, you know, some kind of lower low through here before they really start taking things off. Just kind of clear the house, and we might be seeing that if this thing kind of plays out. I mean, you're not going to get a measure move down to negative $2 or anything like that. You can't do that. You can't go to negative $5. So the fact that they got that, that's crazy. but it's kind of hard to have a top reversal pattern at a bottom. So I just think it's just kind of interesting how they do that. Overall, we got a trend line here. Wicking below it might hold. I think we got a good chance to make a bottom here at 525, bounce out above it, see what we can do. But it could be, you know, a Wyckoff accumulation. And at some point, there, according to Wyckoff theories, there's usually a spring that'll flush some people out. So I don't know. Keep an eye on that. That would not be fun. At this point in the game, you know, I would have wondered if this might have been it over here, because this was way back in 2020. So, and this was just in 22. When you zoom out, you just realize it's in accumulation, and the number going to go up, and it can do some damage, and it's been up to $43. So I really wouldn't, you know, sweat any price drops, you know, even though it kind of sucks. I think this one will be just fine. I'm not aware of any bad news or anything going on with it. It was nice when it popped up to $14. It can do it again. It can definitely do it again. I'm looking for this to be a fake out. I see it's got a good chance to find support right where it's at right now. Even though my MACD's not really agreeing with me, but just to be fair, that's Road Dawg, you suck. You misread that. MACD spelled it all out. MACD going bearish. She is. Indicators going bearish, but we got our stochastics moving to the downside. They haven't flipped, so yeah, it can happen. We could come down. I see that happen. I would say our saving grace that I am seeing is our moving averages on the weekly are kind of holding us. I had to keep an eye on this one. And that trend line. I'm just going through the chat. Ordinary Bitcoin's going to hit 70K for 1 minute tonight. What is Bitcoin doing? Oh, she's still kind of chilling, huh? I do track it a lot on this. Ooh, that's interesting. As a general, I don't like to cut through candles. But if you can see where you can spell out a bear trap, like if you're following a trend line and then it gets out away from it and it goes back above that trend line, yeah, I pay attention to that. But also, you need to keep up with the new data that you got there too. It looks like she can get some support here. Let's hope that holds. Come on, Bitcoin. Let's do it. I'm just tracking her here on the 6 minute like an idiot. Actually, I do this. I plan my trades and my analysis and everything on bigger time frames, but when I'm just sitting here doing my other stuff and I've just got a screen up on the 6 minute, just tracking it, see what's going on. The problem is if you let them make you nervous. Like if I see this one breaking down and flipping out, I don't feel, oh my God, I got to get out of a trade. I just go to a bigger time frame to see, oh, that's what we got going on. Sometimes you can see the guys that are getting really kind of freaked. They'll make a trade plan and then they'll get on 1 minute and you can see it mess with their emotions. But if they just zoomed out or maybe went with a bigger time frame, let the trade ride, they would have made a lot more money. But I don't know. Like I said, everybody looks at this market different. Everyone trades different. Everyone uses different indicators and different methods, and somehow there ends up being some confluence. So Haven says we will never run out of eggs. What? Price of eggs is up again. 18 eggs cost 0.00011484 Bitcoin. Well, that's funny. Can you imagine Bitcoin being the unit of account? It's tricky, man. I remember when altcoins, we didn't have stablecoin and we had to trade against Bitcoin, and you had to, that was our unit of account. And it's like, I kept counting on fingers and toes, and how was this in dollars? Stablecoins did make it a lot easier. Slinda says I bought a bag of Unify. I figured it wasn't going to go much lower. I think it's a decent place to buy. I've got a bag that I had for a little while. I think I bought higher. I think my cost average is down now though, but I think it's a decent project to keep up with. Have I went through my list already? For real? Some of these other guys. I had Art Block on here from 3 or 4 nights ago. I don't think we ever looked at it. Sometimes I don't get to some of these coins, and then I see a lot of other people get them like the next day or two, and I'm like, oh, darn it, man, I should have went over that. Oh, well. But then again, if you would go over on a live stream, you know, it's not like it's easy for people to pick up that you talked about it anyway. Ooh, she's getting downturned now. What's going on? What did we have going on here? We had a measure move to there. She went up here. Let's see what we got to work with here on Art Block. Oh, I just wonder about that. That's a little concerning if this was our channel that we broke back into it. I mean, that we could come back to the bottom of the channel. Not crazy about that idea. But we also got this idea too about this midline here in this channel, which might help us out. Moving averages are all in order, except for the two scragglers, the 9 and the 21. The 200, the 150, they're all doing what they're supposed to be doing, and that's the bulk of this. So we'll turn on the extra moving averages and see how they look. Got this Lucy coming in, the 360, and they look good too. So momentum is up, is in an upswing. It's just got a little bit of a correction on ARC. Moving averages are not spelling out any danger for any kind of funky reversal, but it does look like it's going to get a 786 retracement. Possibly down to 6 cents here on ARC. That'd be a nice place to look for it if it does get down there. Well, that would be nice and juicy. And if it does, we could be looking at it coming back to 16 cents and possibly 17 cents. Haven, I appreciate your memberships that you're handing out. I appreciate that a lot. Checking back on P&G Pangolin over on Avalanche. Little DeFi play over there. What they're listed on Coinbase now, right? Don't have enough history here. There we go. There's some history. So it looks like she's coming out of accumulation here for Pangolin, and she can do some damage. When she spiked up to almost $5 there, was at $2.50. Was sitting down at cheap, and currently at 45 cents right now. It's one that I think worth looking at. Especially if we get a chance to buy her any cheaper than she is right now. $0.25 would be great. Even 35 there at the 618 Fibonacci area would be a pretty nice place to pick this up. $37 looks interesting to me for this. I don't know if 24 will ever get hit. If it does, that would be nice and juicy. You get a target at $1, and that's definitely psychological resistance right there. That would be, well, I guess it's worth marking. 177% move if you can buy this at 37 cents if we get a drop down there. And then we come hit that target around $1. Wasn't going to mark it, but that's a pretty good come up, 177%. And even from where we are now, if we reached it, it's 121%. But I'm more eyeballing this target over here at a $1.62 area. And that'd be 343% gains. And I likes it. I likes it a lot. Oh Bitcoin, what are you doing? You're at 69,000. Come on, Bitcoin, you can do it. So all eyes on Bitcoin, see what it does tomorrow. CME opens up tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I believe. That's when the big boys start coming back into the game. And if there's a price little gap from where price traded Friday at 4 o'clock to where it opened on Sunday at 5, however that works. Like feels it. They don't want to miss out on any good opportunities. So see what they do when they open tomorrow, where they dump price or raise it. Be interesting, but Bitcoin, I think it's going to be a good week, possibly. And just keep an eye on total 3. As long as it's going up, your bags are going up, and if it starts going down, your bags are going to start going down. And we don't want total 3 to drop much below 7 billion and 27 million. 727. There's still 727 crashing on total 3. Run! Guys, thanks for hanging out with me. The time is now, it's almost midnight. I'm getting ready to turn into a pumpkin. Don't want that to happen again. Somebody tried to bake me last time. Let's all go get baked. We'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow's God's Day. Let's give God a little shout out. Hang out in his house tomorrow. Love God. He loves you. He'll take care of you, whether you believe it or not. And I'll see you tomorrow night. Good night, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with me.
Come on, come here, bud. Come on. You freaky dog. I don't need to analyze every word that comes out is a lie. Make it look like you're so ice, ice, ice. You won't make it to the finish line. Now if you gotta know the truth, was gonna let you go. You was fine, never mind, unpredictable. Feet high off the ground, you ain't no one. You a star, blow it up like supernova. In the nighttime, hit my hotline. Sharing secrets, you was really was part your life. Basic bullets, with no bullets. Does your wife know you're begging for my notice? Promise you're the same, running for the meds.
Good night, John boy.
That's my candy on my wrist, bad habits. Little rabbit, now sit down, you can have it. I see it when you walk.
Appreciate it. So, I've been doing this thing called crypto trading. It's like buying and selling digital money like a garage sale, but without the rusty bicycles. You're a tough crowd tonight. But I really like crypto. They got some crazy terms. I love the terms they use, but this one, HODL, H-O-D-L, that one just sounds crazy. It sounds like somebody misspelled the word hope. And they always say, just HODL, man. It's like they're giving financial advice with a speech impediment. And those charts, oh man, the charts. Man, I look at those charts and I feel like I'm reading a seismograph in an earthquake. Oh, look, it's going up. Nope, it's going down. Maybe it's just doing that. But you ever notice how crypto traders, they're always talking about it going to the moon? It's like the universe's most ambitious field trip. Next stop, Mars. Just kidding. I can't afford a spaceship ticket right now. But I bought some Dogecoin once because, why not invest in a coin that started as a meme? I'm waiting every day for the day that we have Rickroll coin. Every time you check your balance on your phone, you get Rickroll. And all them crypto people, they be like, buy the dip. And I'm like, what dip? Is this a financial fondue party? Do I need to bring my own cheese? But in reality, crypto trading is a lot like trying to solve a Rubik's Cube with your eyes closed. You make a move, you hope it works out, and when it doesn't, you blame the algorithm. Stupid algorithm, always messing with my portfolio. Good night, everybody. Enjoy the show.